Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot, the audio edition, the edition for the multitaskers and the people who want to build their imagination, the number one tool for excellent manifesting. This is kind of a different read because we're coming from your point of view, so some of the interpretations are going to be a little bit different than what you would normally get in a typical tarot reading, but they're all aimed at helping you to manifest. And the idea is that there will be a single picture up on screen. It will be what you see right here, the spread, the tarot spread. That's it. This frees you up to be able to do other things and listen to the tarot reading, which is pretty good if you want to get a cup of coffee, tea, make cereal, whatever you want, a sandwich. Doesn't make any difference. You can still follow through. And in fact, this actually activates your imagination as opposed to having moving pictures. When you have moving pictures, studies have shown that you give up your imagination to the images on the screen. I don't want you to do that. I want you to get to the images in between your ears. That's the important thing. I want it to touch you. And so that's why we do it this way. So let us begin. We start at the bottom row, move to the top row. The two center cards, top and bottom, are critical, and we begin at the bottom with the Oracle card, Poised. Poised. Ready for action. There's no question about it. You're not doing it yet, but you are definitely thinking about it, planning for it, feeling it. You're ready to go forward. You may not exactly know where you're going, and you may not know exactly how you're going, but you're ready. So let's get to it. Now, I said just a moment ago, you may not know where you're going or how you're going to get there or whatever that. This is going to help out a great deal, even though when we do see the tower, people go, whoa, it's terrible. No, tower's not terrible. Tower is a transition. It's a sudden change. It's a wake-up call. And what that is doing is if you are open to the probability of change, what you are going to do is lessen the impact of the tower. It's when you resist. It's when you go, no, I'm not gonna. I'm going to stay just the way I am. That's when you run into problems with the tower. So there's going to be some sort of a major change. Will it be something that other people will notice? Not necessarily. It could be an internal change. Just a revelation from, inside of you. After all, you are poised. You're ready to move. Ready to spring like a cat. But you don't have direction yet. This Tower card, if you are open to change, will provide that direction. And the Six of Swords actually kind of explains it all. What you're going to be doing is wanting to move from choppy waters, rough waters, maybe even ethyl waters, to calmer waters. Okay? That's the whole point. Remember, swords are thoughts, ideas. And you see, it appears to be a family moving to a much nicer place off in the distance, and they're carrying their six swords with them, their ideas, their thoughts. We have been inundated, buried with other people's thinking, with other people's suggestions, with false information. God, if I had a penny, literally a penny for all the lies that have been told over the last 3 years especially, I'd be a rich man if money were my goal, if money were my measure for richness. And I hope money is not exclusively the measure of richness for anybody viewing this tarot reading. Because if it's just about money, you haven't learned a damn thing. And that's what you got to move ahead with. And so they're moving ahead with the ideas that they know work for them. They're moving ahead to a better place with the ideas that support them, that are honest, that are clear, concise. They're moving with clarity. They're moving with sureness. Next card over, Eight of Wands. Everybody loves this one, right? Everybody loves this one. It's acceleration. Things start to move faster. You get more information coming in. More enthusiasm, more positivity. It's a really good step. And of course, remember, the wands are positivity, right? Enthusiasm, excitement, joy. This is what you're going after. That's why these people in the Six of Swords are leaving on a boat after they've hit in the Tower moment, which they were poised for. They were waiting for the moment. They grabbed it, they ran, they took off down the road, and they're going towards a better life, a more exciting life. A life, and I use this term all the time, where they're plugged in. Okay, and they're not observers, they're participants. That's a big key. So, to really get into this situation, what do? The Four of Swords is the answer. Four of Swords I take a look at as a meditative card. It is not, it looks like he's sleeping, right? But he's recuperating, he's recovering, he's de-stressing. He's in a meditative state. The three swords over his head, the one sword along his side. He is open, he is receptive. It is literally like a meditative state. If you meditate at all, you know that in that state of meditation, all kinds of interesting things come to you that would not otherwise come to you when you were not in that meditative state. If you were focused on what was going on right around you at the moment, and usually that means distracted, frankly, you're not open, you're not receptive to the messages that come up from your subconscious. In this state, the Four of Swords is very receptive to information, very receptive to intuition. He's ready for the change. He's ready to move to a better place. He's ready to have it happen quickly, to get to that positivity. And so right now he's in a meditative state. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's go to the upper row. Knight of Wands. Knights always bring gifts, right? This one brings confidence, passion, a sense of adventure. And I think if you're open to the Tower moment, not necessarily knowing how it's all going to shake out, but you're just open to that moment as a possibility. It's like a door opening to a new room. I think the Knight of Wands is going to fit in very nicely, because the Knight of Wands says, hey, enjoy your life, step into your life, be plugged into your life. That's the gift he wants to bring, so that you can celebrate your life as a Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is great. It's fulfillment, it's satisfaction. It's getting what you want and connecting on an emotional level. That's what cups are, right? So the whole idea of the reading up to this point is, okay, be poised, be ready for change, which I do think on some level you already are. How the change is going to occur, where you're going to go after the change, what's all that other information may not be clear, but you're ready. Well, then that means that you have to be open to change. And it may be something that could be significant to you. Nobody else but to you. But if you're open to it and you're ready to move on it, like the Six of Swords, to a better place, you're going to have an opportunity. And to do that, you have to be in a meditative, open state to get the information from the Eight of Wands. But you do that, the gift of the Knight of Wands comes to you. You get to at least know what it is that is your Nine of Cups. At least understand. If not, get it. Actually open it up. And you know, one of the scariest things, it's when you get what you want. Right? Because then you know you're responsible for it. When you're just wishing for it, well, you know, it's kind of off in the distance, and I'm not responsible for it, and I'm not da-da-da-da-da-da. But when you get it, bam, it's in your lap. Now, you're responsible. What are you going to do with it? That's why you have to be poised. That's why you have to be open to the Tower moment. Be ready to go. And that's why you have to be in a meditative state to be receptive to that moment. Otherwise, you might miss it. Next card up, very important, Wheel of Fortune. It's your destiny. It's a turning point. It's a life cycle. You get to see the big picture. So just being open to change, just being poised, ready for that Tower moment that only you may notice because you're in an open meditative state. You're willing to move forward like the Six of Wands and like the Four of Swords. You're willing to do that. You are hitting a point of awakening. You're getting a big picture. Finally, it begins to coalesce in front of you. And to kind of wrap up this whole idea of what position you must be in, the final two cards are exactly the same. Far right upper is the Hermit. The center card, vice versa, facing forward, is the Hermit. The Hermit. 2 different decks, back to back. That tells you that's big stuff. What does the Hermit do? That's what you have to do. That's exactly. There's an element of solitude. Certainly you need to be alone on some level. And you're looking for inner guidance. Look at the beautiful lantern. It's right there. So, if you can get yourself using the Four of Wands kind of meditative state to do the work of the Hermit so that you can be prepared for the Tower moment and be ready to move to your happiness, to your joy, you got this. You got this. But the key is, and the final 2 cards really say it the best, 2 Hermits back to back. You have to allow. You have to be poised for the change. Otherwise, you may miss it, you may not recognize it, you may blow it. But if you get into a meditative state, be ready for the change, anticipate the change, and just keep looking inward, keep feeling, keep open to the possibility of this better stuff coming, you won't miss it, and you'll be able to use it to the best ability possible. It's good stuff, good juju, no question about it. So that's the read for today. Tomorrow, I think we're going to do the Tau Trifecta. That's the usual weekend thing that we do. Hope you're here with me tomorrow. But if not, between now and the next time you and I have a chance to manifest tarot together, as always, 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 peace and blessings.